ng bawat matagumpay na mag-aaral, may isang guro na naniwala.
Mula sa Linam Elementary School, isang kwento ng pagmamahal ng edukasyon.
Mga ka-edu, ang pagtuturo ay isang sining na nagtuturo hindi lamang ng tamang sagot kundi ng tamang paraan. Sa bawat aral sa matematika na natutunan ng bata, may gurong nagbukas ng pinto para sa kanilang mga pangarap.
Handa ka na bang matuto mula sa isang guro na nagsisilbing ilaw sa madilim na sulok ng pagkaunaw?
Paano ba ituro ang matematika ng hindi natatakot? Paano i-adapt ang mga modelo ng pagtuturo sa iba't ibang learning style?
Ang pagtuturo ay hindi lamang pagtatanim ng kaalaman, kundi pati na rin ang pag-aani ng mga pangarap.
Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Simulan na natin!
Good morning, ma'am. We hope you are doing well today.
Oh, yes, I am.
We are second year college student from Isabela State University Kawan campus enrolled in Bachelor of Elementary Education program. Would you be willing to spend your time for this interview, ma'am?
Oh, sure.
Thank you for considering our request.
Good morning once again, ma'am. Before we start our questions po, may I know what is your name po?
Okay, I'm Zoraida Tawala. I am Master Teacher 1 of Alinang Elementary School. I will be a 1-year Master Teacher 1 for this October. And I am handling grade 1 pupils here in Alinang Elementary School.
Thank you, ma'am. So here's the first question po. Which instructional models have you found most effective in teaching mathematics in the elementary classroom po and why?
Actually, I taught science subjects for many years, and I think this is just my second year teaching math. And one of the instructional model that I use is the use of concrete representation and abstract model.
The question is, can you describe a best practice or strategy you use when applying these instructional models to help pupils understand difficult math concepts?
Since I am handling right now grade 1 learners and I observe that they enjoy using manipulatives, I think this model is effective strategy because they are trying to understand the concept using their senses, using their hands and their sense of sight, their sense of touch. So the more that the senses are involved, the more learning they gain. So I think using concrete is effective before they will go to representation and then later on to the abstract one.
So here's the question number 3, ma'am. How do you adapt or modify instructional models to address the diverse learning needs of your students?
So learners learn in different phases or in different ways. So I can adapt or modify that certain model by giving manipulatives to the slow learners, using the representation to the moderate, and I will go directly to the abstract one to the fast learners that I have.
Ma'am, can you please share a successful classroom experience where you chosen instructional and model greatly improve student engagement or learning in mathematics?
Okay, so using that particular model, I observed that most of my slow learners learn the concept in addition. Okay, so I gave them counters as the concrete one, and using this counters or using objects, I found out that even the slowest person in the classroom can learn using concrete materials.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, the next is, what tips or advice can you give to future teachers on using instructional models effectively in teaching math in the primary?
I think one of the good quality of a teacher is being authority. Since I am discussing with you about this, we are a model wherein we're going to use the concrete materials. New teachers or new students who are earning education must know how to use the available materials around you. Materials to be used in instruction must not be expensive. You can use the local materials available in your locality in order for the learners to grasp the lesson well and in the fastest way that they can.
Here is the last question, ma'am. How do you assess whether an instructional model is working well in your math class, and what adjustment do you usually make?
Assessing the effectivity of a certain model can be also based on the assessment we do in the performance of our children. So, meaning to say, if our learners get high score in our assessment, it means that the model we use is effective.
Thank you for sparing your time for this interview, ma'am.
Thank you too for having with me in your interview.
And ma'am, can you please accept this simple token po?
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sa bawat equation at problema sa matematika, hindi lang numero ang itinuturo ni Ma'am Zoira, kundi diskarte, determinasyon at pagmamahal sa pagkatuto. Gamit ang mga instructional models na kanyang ibinabahagi, pinatunayan niyang ang math ay hindi takot, kundi hamon na kayang lampasan ng bawat bata. Mula sa manipulatives hanggang sa real-world applications, bawat estrahiya niya ay puno ng malasakit. Hindi lang formula ang natutunan ng mga bata sa alinam, kundi ang formula ng tagumpay, sipag, tiwala sa sarili at patas na paggabay ng isang gurong naniniwala sa kanila. Salamat Ma'am Zoira sa paghubog ng mga batang matatalino, sa pagtuturong walang sawa at sa pagpapatunay na sa Alinam Elementary School ang bawat aralin ay tungkol sa pag-asa.
Bukas, ikaw at ako magkasama tayo sa lubungin ng kinabukasan.